Warning! Spoilers alert! What's up, guys? Welcome to SMW Tubes. And on this channel, we got the very first movie reviews. If it's a film it was just already released on cinemas, you're gonna have to you're gonna get that sign says warning spoilers alert. If it's a very old movie, a movie it's just released years ago, it won't be any sign says warning spoilers alert. It'll probably get spoilers alert if you haven't saw that film yet, but it's nothing I can do. If you haven't really saw this film, do not watch this movie review. Listen to music, turn off the video right now, or press mute. If you already saw this film, just watch this film. Just watch this film review. And this is my thoughts and my feedback on this film. This time we're gonna do Logan. This is the last film for Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine. I think his film had a really good storyline, and it was the last film of Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine, because in his recent interviews he said he won't be doing this, being the Wolverine anymore after this film. I think it's a way to really be swan, his way to come out, and probably, depending who's the next Wolverine in the future, to be a massive big leap to be the next Wolverine since Hugh Jackman. I thought the X-Men Last Stand will be his last, but the X-Men Origin Wolverine was really his first solo, because he's appeared in X-Men 1, X-Men 2, and then he had a cameo. He had 2 cameo appearances in X-Men First Class and X-Men Apocalypse from last year. He did have a full-length film, X-Men Day Future Past. Now, and you have Wolverine. Now you got Logan. I think he's really getting on now. He's 48. He's 48. He's not Sylvester Stallone. He's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not very old, but he's too old to do action films. But he's 48. He's still in good shape. He's still got another decade to come. But he's not going to do the Logan films. He's not going to be Wolverine anymore. I think he's been there for X-Men. I think it's 2000 or 2001 since the first X-Men film come out. It's been about 17, 16 years, a decade and a half. I think he's just tired. I think he's just one of these days. This character's got to die, and he died in this film. This film, I checked Wikipedia. It said the plot of the film is set in 2029, because we're in 2017. It took place 12 years into the future. Hugh Jackman portrayed Wolverine as an old man. He's not that type of old man with a bad back, holding a cane, with the fucked up posture. No, he's still himself. He's grown a beard. His powers are failing. His powers. He still do the claws, but he's got also another power to heal. Every time he gets shot, he heals quickly. Unfortunately, he cannot do it anymore. His powers are failing. They're faltering. It's a shame, and I think there was a sign that the mutants are dying. There's no mention of Cyclops, Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, Magneto, Storm, Rogue. I think they all died. I think they all died. They didn't mention the rest of the X-Men's names. It's just the only X-Men surviving are just the original X-Men, are just Wolverine and Charles Xavier. Charles Xavier, and this is also the last film of Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. I think the new one's James McAvoy. He portrays as this. Really, he is dying, He's got this really he's having seizures. He's this. It's not like the epilepsy seizure. You're really really wiggling on the floor. He's got this his powers able made you made the people fatiguing. Really in agony, screaming in agony. You use this type of syringe to really stop the seizures. Wolverine. Yeah, he's growing. Yeah, he's growing old, but he's this type of drug addict, alcoholic, homeless. I don't say homeless. He's got really a job. He was working as a limo driver. You had in that one of the films, you had the you got the Mexican lady asking for help. Told him to told him to fuck off or something like that. And then you got really a daughter. Found out like a daughter who's got the same powers as him. And then you got this some baddies, some guards. They're like type of guards. They're like wearing like armor, like these type of soldiers, army soldiers, border control type of guys, trying to find the little girl. The Mexican woman died. I think she died of a drug overdose. Like, there's a lot of gore in this film. There's a lot of gore. You had this scene like one of the guys going to the building, and then the little girl grabbed the really chopped up, really decapitate the guard, or decapitate the guard, throwing the guard's head on the floor. He had this funny. You had some type of scenes. You had, I think it was the first film without Stan Lee, because every Marvel film we saw appearance of Stan Lee, but this time there was no Stan Lee. I think it's the first time, because most of the time you get these Stan Lee cameo appearances. You had this scene when the little girl. She was portraying as the little female version of Wolverine, the younger Wolverine. What's she called? Lana, I think it's Lorna. I can't pronounce the girl's name, or Laura. I can't remember her name. She doesn't really know everything about life. She doesn't know everything about like crossing the road, or paying for everything, like paying for food, paying for water. She just gone to a shop, really eating the food, nicking the food, and she didn't understand. So the little girl, the man said, "Are you gonna pay for that? Where's your mommy?" The girl kind of snapped, threw the shopkeeper on the floor, and used her claws, trying to stab her, and Wolverine trying to stop her. That really pissed me off is the other Wolverine, this anti-Wolverine. They have this scene. They're in a scene when they were near in the cope. They're in this type of black family house, and you had this other Wolverine. I thought that was a nightmare, but the other Wolverine just stabbed and killed off Charles Xavier. I thought that was a dream, but it's actually real. They just killed him off. This was also the last appearance of Patrick Stewart's his role as Professor X. He's really good, Patrick Stewart. He's appeared in a lot of movies. He's appeared in the Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson. He portrayed as Jean-Luc Picard in Star Trek: The Last Generations. Now he's portraying as Professor X. Second time in 10 years he got killed off. He got killed off in X-Men Last Stand, and now he's got killed off in Logan. The last 60 seconds, we're going to talk about the end. Yeah, he's dying. He had the serum to be his old self, but he's dying. He's coughing blood. He passed out on 2 occasions. You had the girls, the little kids were trying to get out of the border. He shaved his beard. You had the fight with the old Wolverine, but he's portraying as just a normal human, getting shot. He got stabbed hundreds of times. You had the fight between the anti-Wolverine and the little girl, and he died. It was the right thing to do. He's dying. Hugh Jackman's not doing it. He died. He wants to die, and he just got buried. So, like, subscribe. Hope you like it. Sorry about that power cuts, but I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. Yeah, it was a sad moment. The little girl was crying because you got really if you already saw this film, because the little girl and Logan, they're father and daughter, because they got the same power. The claws and the healing up the injury. So hope you like it. Like, subscribe, and see you next time for more movie reviews.